Hi everyone, it's Lisette. Welcome family and friends. I hope everybody is doing great. Today I am going to journal with you. Yes, I am. And I'm pretty excited because I am going to be bringing journaling to my channel. And it's going to be once a week and you'll see a video. It's going to be during the daytime. So I am pretty excited about embarking on this new journey for journaling. So you don't need anything that's fancy, a fancy journal, fancy pens and markers. You use what you have and I'll use what I have. Now, I wanted just to show you this for an example. This is just a journal and it's just got line paper inside. That's how easy it is to get a journal. You can go to Dollar Tree, get a journal for $1.25. If you have a regular composition notebook in your house, you have paper, pen, markers, whatever you want to use, you could just take those out and use them. So I'm pretty excited. I am going to be doing today's journal out of the Prayer Journal for Women, 52 weeks Christian journal, devotional, and guided Bible study for women. Now, my husband gave me this last year for Christmas or my birthday. I can't remember, but it was one of those two last year in 2022. So this is what he gave me. And I really like it. I did start working on it. Let me show you a little bit. I started working in it. And then, I put it to the side because I have other journals that I enjoy. I do. That I also use, but we're going to be using this journal, and today's topic is going to be mistakes I've made in 2023 when it comes to homemaking mistakes. So this is going to be fun. If you have markers, if you have some stickers, whatever it is you want to use, maybe you have some cards that people have given you want to cut out pictures, whatever you want to do, why don't you go on ahead and pause this video. Get your pen, your paper, your little composition notebook, your journal, whatever it is you have. Come on along. Let's have a great time. Let's spend this time together. Let's talk about things. You're going to hear about mistakes I made in 2023 when it comes to homemaking that I actually learned from. Okay, before we get started, I'm going to burn my candle. This is by Huntington Homes, and this is the Rose Water Sangria. This smells amazing. Oh, amazing. So I like having candles on. I think it gives the craft room a very nice ambiance, and it just smells really pretty. So I'm going to go on ahead and turn this candle on, especially when you're journaling. It's always nice to turn a candle on. And then I have this little fella here with me. He's going skiing, and he's just adorable, and he's going to go right there next to my candle. And it's cute if you're journaling and you want to actually turn on a nice candle while you're journaling, put up one of your favorite figurines while you're journaling. Just gives it that special touch. So like I told you before, like I mentioned before, we're going to be working out the prayer journal. And today's topic is going to be about mistakes we have made in 2023 when it comes to homemaking. And here is that journal I was showing you in the beginning. This journal just has line paper, something very simple. You don't need anything fancy, like fancy stickers. You don't need any of that. You just need to have an open heart, have some paper and a pen. And if you have stickers, use your stickers. If you just have pencils and you want to do a pencil drawing, do that. Or if you have a highlighter, markers, whatever you want to use, gel pens for your journaling. Today, I'm going to be using these Crayola crayons. That's what I was in the mood to use. I want to use my crayons, so I'm going to use these. These are the 24 crayons. That's what I'm going to use to color. You might hear some music through this also. If you notice in a lot of my videos, I like the little soft background music. I just really like it. It's just very soothing and very relaxing. I don't do it for all my videos, but I like to do it for videos like journaling. So let me go on ahead and I'm going to read. A time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance. He has made everything beautiful in his time. Ecclesiastes 3:4-11. To everything there is a season. It's often only after you've been through a challenging time that you realize that you were strong enough. But during the darkest moments, it can seem that this is the time that you're finally going to break. But to every season there is a time. And we must stay faithful through every season, knowing that God is with us and that we are on his path. We cannot avoid the challenges that come our way, but we can get through them with God's grace. So just remember that whatever season you're at, while I'm reading this, maybe you're going through a different season this Christmas. Maybe it was a different kind of Christmas. Maybe there was some family dilemmas that you were going through. Maybe you weren't able to maybe buy the gifts that you felt you wanted to get for everyone, and you feel kind of bad and you're down on yourself. Maybe it had nothing to do with that. Maybe you had a loved one that passed. Maybe, you had a spouse that walked out. Maybe you made some mistakes that you wish you could take back. Know that though you may weep today, tomorrow you will laugh. Will you make time today to commit your life to God? And that's one of the biggest things I can tell you. I've been through things, and God knows I've made my mistakes. I've had my regrets. I've cried tears. But I know who is with me and who stands with me and who would never leave me or forsake me. And that is God. It doesn't matter who would walk out on me or leave me. He will never leave me. But I wanted to also talk about mistakes that I've made. And while I do that, I'm going to color a little bit. And then we're going to look at the stickers I have that are really cool. So if you have some of your crayons, or maybe you have gel pens, whatever you have, maybe you want to take those out, maybe draw a flower. Maybe color something nice that you really like. You can pause this video. So I love flowers. I think flowers are so pretty. So I'm going to color this one up here. They're just really pretty. Well, I was thinking about some of the mistakes I have made when it comes to homemaking. And I could tell you, this past year I made quite a few of them. And I learned from those mistakes that I've made. And one of the mistakes, let me pull my book down so you can see the coloring. Here we go. One of the mistakes that I made was trying to can things that my husband and I really don't eat. Not that I did it purposely and went out and got stuff that we don't eat. I just canned some things that I thought we might like. We had in our pantry, but I realized how much I've been spending money on certain items that we're not eating. We might eat it one time and then that's it. And then I ended up having to throw it out because it went bad. So I think being a little bit wasteful was not good with me this past year. Like I said, I wasn't doing it purposely to want to be wasteful, but I kind of learned to stick to the foods that we really like to eat. That's what I learned from this past year. Stick to the things that my husband and I totally enjoy. And sometimes what happens is we want to try everything and we think we can do everything, and everything is not for us. And that's one of the mistakes I made. Everything is not for us. Now, I can learn from other homemaking channels. I can. And I also watch a lot of homesteading channels. That is one of my favorite. I love watching homesteading. We don't have any animals as far as chickens or anything like that. I do have a cat, but I do love animals. And I pray that one day maybe I will have my own homestead. Maybe one day I will turn the property into a homestead. But right now we cannot afford to do that because it takes money, it takes feed, stuff like that. So comparing my home to others' homes on YouTube. And we think that our home has to look like somebody's home or be like somebody's home. But everybody has to work with what they have. I'm going to write on here, there is a season for everything. However, not everything is meant for my life. I use what I have. What color should I use next? Maybe this one here is a pretty color. We'll go out and then we'll see something, and I'm sure we're all guilty of it. Have you done this? And we'll see something and then we'll say, well, let's try it. And it'll be something you buy in a bulk. And then when we get it home, we just don't care for it. Now, lots of times what we do, we give it away. That's what we do. We don't throw it out. But what I'm trying to say, if we want to save money, maybe we need to be a little bit more wise with that and eat the stuff we like, that we enjoy. Let me show you my flower that I colored. These are my stickers. We're going to put him on my journal. He's got a really cute pie in his hand, and we're going to use him on my journal. So I'm learning, maybe next year what I'll tell friends, that not to worry about the cookies, or if they're going to give them to us, we'll just bring them over to the church and we'll share them with others. That's what we'll do. Because it says I feel bad if I take them to church and share them, because I don't want the people to think that gave them to us that we didn't care for it. So I try not to be rude when it comes to that, because they do it out of their heart. So it's just something we learn, that we are getting to an age now. My husband's in his 60s, I'm in my 50s, and we're getting to an age where we're thinking, you know what, for one, it's unhealthy for us. We're trying to eat a little bit better. However, it's not one of our favorite anymore. So maybe letting people know that before the Christmas year, before Christmas comes, say, look, we're cutting back. Maybe let them know there's certain things you may like, maybe some applesauce if they're into canning. A lot of the people I know, they can. They can. A lot of my neighbors, friends from church, they all can. So maybe just saying, you know, I really like applesauce. I would prefer something like that. I don't know. How would you handle that? Here's my coffee. How would you handle it? If somebody gave you something year after year that you could not eat, what would you do? Maybe that might help me out a little. I'm drinking Bustelo coffee. Bustelo is a Spanish coffee from Puerto Rico. That's what I'm drinking, and it is so good. I'm not a huge coffee drinker, but today I'm drinking some coffee. So I have my stickers here. So that is another thing, me not letting people know, because I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, and saying, hey, you know, I like cookies, but, you know, we don't eat a lot of it. Now I'm going to use another one. I'm using garlic. Let's use that. Now, another mistake I made as a homemaker was in my garden. Okay. I got very excited about having my greenhouse, which I love my greenhouse. And I very excited about the greenhouse. And I started planting a lot of herbs, and it did not go well. It did not go well. Not for me. I've seen other people's channels. I watched them plant their herbs, like Homestead Tessie. I love her garden. I know you guys do too. I love a garden. But I decided, oh, let me try to plant some herbs. And that did not work. I do not have a green thumb when it comes to that stuff. Now, my basil grew and my lavender grew, so that was good. But the other stuff went to pot. It went, oh, my poor squirrel. It ended up being, it wasn't good. Okay, I'll just say that. So that's another thing I'm learning. Plant what I'm good at. Now, the vegetables, there was one year my husband and I planted, I forget what vegetable it was. I can't even remember. We had so much in abundance that we weren't going to eat it. We ended up giving it away. And doing that also in your garden, in your greenhouse, have the flowers and the plants this spring that you like. The next spring that comes up, have the things you like. And sometimes what we do, like I'll say it again, we see somebody else that has this wonderful garden and we're like, oh, I want that too. But our soil's different. The area we live in is different. The weather is different here. We get freezing weather. It goes all the way past even into April. So a lot of our stuff we're not able to plant till later on. And this past year we were late planting. So I learned that. Plant the things I enjoy. Plant the things I understand what they are. I'm never going to be a person that makes things out of herbs and makes soaps and stuff like that. I would love to. I learned to make candle melts. That was a lot of fun. But I'm learning to be myself. That's the most important. Do the things that I like. So I need guidance. Guidance. There's a season for everything. But I need guidance in learning to do the things I enjoy in homemaking. That's my guidance. God help me with that. that even though I love homemaking, which I spelled it wrong, let's put making in there. There we go. To do the things that I enjoy. That I enjoy to do when it comes to homemaking, when it comes to having my greenhouse and my garden. Learn from these great channels. For those people that have been doing it for years, get those tips you need. But the worst thing you can try to do is say, well, I just want to have that kind of garden, but you don't have the means to do that, or the soil that you have or where you live is just not adaptable to that. And that is one thing I made a mistake as a homemaker, but I do say I did have fun. I did have fun having my garden. I'm not being hard on myself. It's just what I want to share with you, because guess what? We all make mistakes with our finances, how we're spending, what we're doing. We all do it. We'll all do it. Even this little whitey here, he does it too. He lost his ski. He did. And I got these little sushis. Aren't these cute? These are so cute. I got these at Five Below. I thought they were really adorable. I just love adorable things. That's why I like you guys, because you're all adorable. I just love adorable things. So I'm going to put this right here. What do I give thanks for? I give thanks for God's provision. We had a very hard year last year. We had some things we went through as far as my husband's health, a couple of scares, and some other things that we went through. But God never left us. He never leaves us. And I thank Him for never leaving me, leaving us, or forsaking us. So it was one of those years that was a little tough. I got really sick. We had dental work. My husband had like 2 surgeries that he went through. And we went through a lot, but I thank God for the friends also on here on YouTube that were such an inspiration. My family, my mom, if you're watching, I love you. I just thank God for my family and for my friends that were there, that were praying for us, that were just encouraging. I thank God for that. So I thank God for also allowing me to have a greenhouse. I wanted to do more in my greenhouse. I wanted to make more videos in the greenhouse, but we had so much rain. Don't be hard on yourself. If there's things you can't do. Maybe one year your gardening might go better than the next year. That's just life. You know, you may have one year your gardening is flourishing, and then the next year is not doing so good. We had a lot of rain this summer, a lot of rain this past summer, and I was kind of down on myself because the year before that, in 2022, I had all the wrens and the birds were singing on my porch. It was just a beautiful sight to behold. But this year was a little different. We had so much rain that I saw a wren once or twice. Now, I did see the 2 bluebirds that came back to visit. I did see that, and that was a lot of fun. Prayers. I pray that this year I learn to give all my plans to God. That I may trust Him with all of my plans. Now, which one of these do you like? I think they're all adorable. I think I'm going to put this cute, I love the little girl, but I want to save that one. I'm going to put this bowl of ice cream because that's one of my favorite treats. Is ice cream. I love ice cream. So I'm going to put that there. We're going to look at these stickers here. Oh, I have these. I got to show you these. These are so cute. And I'm going to use one of these in my journal today. And you can untie them. And it says, the sea have its pearls, the sky its diamonds, and my heart have you. And it's just really cute. It's these little treasure sayings, and you can make these very easily with ribbon. You can make these with stamps and put them in your journal. So I'm going to tie that. And this is going to go in my journal. I'm going to tape it. Where's my tape? So that's the good thing about your journaling. You can use whatever you have. You have some old stamps. Go to those cards that was sent to you by mail cut out your stamps. One day I'm going to share my stamps with you, and cut out the stamps that you get on your mail. There's so many different cute stamps that come on your letters that you get. Cut those out and use those in your journal. And then I have this here too that is so pretty. And where do I think I'm going to put this over here? I'm going to cover the flowers a little bit, and I'll color the rest of those flowers later. I'm not going to do those right now. So let's put these here. And that'll remind me that whatever I grow this year in my garden for this spring, I know we have a few more months to go. It's going to be what I really enjoy. It's going to be what I really enjoy, but I'm still going to watch those other channels and get tips and learn from them. And the blessings. I thank God for the trials that cause us to grow stronger to Him. I thank Him for even the mistakes. That I learn from. And that is my homemaking journal for today. So I'm going to put my homemaking mistakes. And today is the 27th. I'm actually on time today. Today is December 27th. I do have some old videos I still need to post, by the way, that I have not posted. But I wanted to kind of give some fresh content. You know, some fresh stuff. We're starting in the new year. And there's some videos I have that I still haven't even uploaded. But I wanted fresh content. So here we go. That's my page. My journal. I will finish coloring this later. So remember, let's not be hard on ourselves about the mistakes we made this past year when it comes to homemaking. Let's just learn from them. Learn what suits our family, what works best for us. I thank you all for joining me today. And I hope you have fun journaling with me. Like I said, we'll do this about once a week. And I hope you enjoyed it. And if you just watched the video, maybe later on you can watch it, get out your journal, get out your stickers, get out whatever stuff you have that you want to just make and put together and make a fun journal, something to jot down your thoughts that we can share as women. So God bless everyone. Thank you for joining me today. Have a wonderful day. I love you all. Be blessed. And remember, homemake with the things you have. I'll talk to everyone next time. Bye.